we're gonna give away today 6 tickets to the World Cup. Yes, we are that generous. 8 teams and 6 tickets. How about that, people? I hope you're ready. We're tuning up, making sure everything is straight. We're all set. So I'll jump on the live 5 minutes before the start, all right?
All right, we see the German bodies and the referee style and of course, let's pause together, get birlikte poz vererek. Let's pause together with the German bodies. Our national mascot of the Azerbaijan Basketball Federation.
Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3, and if for some reason you still don't know the rules of 3x3, it is time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half court, you got 2 teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Yo, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. This is the official Wilson right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. 10-minute game clocks, just 12-second shot clocks, and a first to 21 scoring format for the win. If a team doesn't score 21 points, all they have to do is outscore their opponent within 10 minutes. And you know we keep it street. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense, just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
Gördüğünüz gibi bizlerle birlikte Basketbol Federasyonu'nun resmi maskotu olan canavar ekskluzivlendi ve elbette ki bugünkü tedbirde olan gençlere destek olarak onlar için de sonda bir hediyesini hazırlayıp artık bilirsiniz hediyemiz neden ibarettir. Yani gençler için alacak bura ve korttan müeyyen mesafeden lazım olan toplar atacak ve galip olanlar bizden Basketbol Federasyonu'ndan öz değerli Wilson brandinin toplarını elde edecekler.
All right, all right, all right. Good afternoon, everybody. It could be good morning. It could be good evening. I don't know where you are located on this planet, but I know that you're live from Baku with me, Angelo Tsagorakis, a.k.a. The Czar. I hope you know me by now, and if you don't, well, nice to meet you all. I hope you're excited. Today, we're feeling very generous. Yes, it is the FIBA 3x3 World Cup qualifier out here in Azerbaijan. And guess what? We have 8 teams that are going to be battling to get the precious tickets to the World Cup. the Ulaanbaatar World Cup from June 23rd to June 29th. It's going to be hot in Mongolia. That's where you're going to want to be in June. But let me tell you, we're generous. Yes, we are. 8 teams, and we're giving out 6 tickets. That's right. Starting off with the first game that gives the first ticket of the day, Brazil against Egypt. Obviously, we're gentlemen. Gallantry will never die out here in 3x3. We always will start with the women. And I got a lot to tell you about what happened so far in this competition, be it for Egypt or Brazil. But I just want you to remember, it's do or die right away, but guess what? It's like phoenixes out here. If you lose this game, you still got another shot at a ticket for the World Cup. So we're going to have 6 games today, 3 tickets per brackets. You win right now, you get your ticket. If you lose, you go in the loser's bracket for one last chance. I hope I've been clear. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me at _Zar, TSAR_Graham. You know where to find me. And if you haven't done so yet, please follow us on all social media platforms at FIBA 3x3. It is that easy. We got all the nicest stuff. So make sure you give us a shout out and you keep up with everything going on right now. We got so much 3x3 going on at the same time all around the world. We got the World Tour in Marseille. We got the qualifier. You got light quests and quests all over the globe. That's the way it is. Non-stop action. Now, let's focus on Team Brazil. Looking really good, let me tell you that. After winning their first game 21-20 against Chile. Chile, another team that seemed to be quite a legitimate candidate for a World Cup ticket. Brazil won their second game against Chinese Taipei 21-16. Chinese Taipei came up short and couldn't make it to day 2. And now, on their path to the World Cup, Egypt in a very balanced and uncertain Pool B. You had Latvia, Egypt, and Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, who came out so flat in their second game. Egypt won against Latvia 17-13 and lost against Azerbaijan 16-14. A tough battle all the way to the end. Azerbaijan came up victorious, but it was quite the uncertain matchup. Egypt was just more consistent over the course of day 1 and ended up being the second seed out of Pool B in the women's bracket. So the matchup is going to be pretty simple. It's going to be the strength and length in the paint of Team Brazil going against the skill and individual talent of Reneen Mohammed and Nadine Salawi. This dynamic duo for Team Egypt has done great stuff, I'm telling you. Great chemistry between the two. We've seen a lot of give and goes. They're multiplying the collaborations, the passes, the quick off-ball movement to not only be competitive, but be a legitimate candidate for a World Cup ticket out here in Baku. Tatsuo from Japan, ready, telling the ladies that they need to get started. So let's enjoy some 3x3 action right now. Once again, welcome to all of you joining me for what is the last day of this World Cup qualifier. Brazil, Egypt, who will punch its ticket to the World Cup first? We're gonna find out. A little bit off target, Salawi. 1. Right away, size advantage down low. Salawi outmatched physically by Kawani Firmino. And it's a bit windy out here, just so you know, if you're looking at the jerseys. Good move, good finish. Reneen Mohammed. Don't think by any means that Egypt is going to get pushed around easily. Doesn't matter how physical you are. They got some physicality of their own, and they got some talent as well. Good save. That would be the player of the day if she could knock it down, but she cannot. De Souza. Fortunately, Salawi, nice jab. Going all the way, but not enough elevation on the finishing. De Souza says, look, I went on the other side. The wind didn't help me out too much, so let me go against the wind. She launched it. She knocked it down. You got to finish what you start. And she says, look, how about I get a free throw to go with that bucket? Not mad at that. Hala El Sharawi. Missing there, but sticking with it. That's an opportunity for Egypt to tie things up. She does not. 2 free throws missed already. Beep, beep, see you later. The speed from Gabriela Soares. I can tell you a lot about Luana de Souza, Soares, everybody in Brazil bringing their stone to the team effort. You have Kawani Silva leading the team with 14 points after 2 games, followed up close by Gabriela Guimarães with 13, and Soares with 13, and Guimarães with 11. That's going to be another look, but the pass was a little bit too low. That's a tough shot, and she's flexing on him too. Luana de Souza, we see you. Salawi, good move. Sticking with it, wide open look on the transition. Good rebound, Soares. Patiently kicks it back out. And De Souza impatiently shooting it. Good contest. You got to recover fast. That's another open look. And this time she's showing, I can do it all ways, but that was a bad miss right there. The ball came off a bit awkward. Salawi chucking up a deuce with no success. You can tell that the ladies have to shoot against the wind. You have to take that into account whenever you make a decision. Catch and shoot. She is on fuego. Salawi responds. But what about Luana de Souza? That's going to be an automatic foul. Nadine Salawi knew she was outmatched physically down low. In 3x3, you have 7 fouls to give. Actually, to be more accurate, you have 6 fouls to give before you give away 3 free throws. So that's a smart foul. Make Brazil check the ball back at the top and get ready to play good defense. Luana de Souza. She has a flamethrower out here in the wind. It doesn't matter what the weather looks like in Baku, even though it's sunny. It's probably nice out there. Quick little bucket right there. Feeding down low, Firmino. And Raneen Mohammed thought about shooting for a second, then she changed her mind. Elected to try to give the ball up to El Shaarawy on the backdoor cut. Heat check. The heat check. Ending up being cold struck. Nice, the fake handoff. Good IQ play right there from Raneen Mohammed. Delay of game warning. So if you don't know what the delay of game is when a defensive player recovers the ball to transition to offense, the opponent cannot play defense in the half circle. Ooh, good footwork, but good recovery, El Shaarawy. And once again, you think about me handing it off and you get confused. That's when I elect to go all the way by myself. Raneen Mohammed, back-to-back buckets. That is a good way to get back on the court after the first TV timeout. This time around, Mohammed gives it up. That's going to be not an and one, but almost was there. Brazil started feeling good, thinking that maybe, just maybe, this game would be easier than expected. But that would be a mistake to ever think that you can have an easy game against Egypt. It's not happening. It's not the way it goes down around here. Great contest. Good defense by El Shaarawy. Clean. El Shaarawy, the ball shall be recovered. Great on-ball pressure by Luana. Yes, the foul on the ground. It's not going to count. Nadine is having quite a lot of trouble matching up down low with Firmino and Guimarães. And it's logical. Good anticipation right here from Norhan Ahmed. Told you guys, Brazil is physical, physical. It's a strong squad. She sees there like good recovery. Ball did not touch the rim. The referees let it go. Salawi all the way. Good recovery. Late call, but the right call. Too much contact on the forearm. Or was it on the shoulder? I see my main man Vasilis Ribas with the headset on. Kalispera. Souza. Oh yes, good patience, great finish. Got to appreciate the feed though from Luana, doing it inside, outside, creating. No. Raneen Mohammed misses the easy lay. Oh ho ho! Guess who's Bazak? Luana de Souza. She is not to be denied. That is a tough bucket right there. A lot of resilience right there shown by Ala El Sharawi. But if you have to pick your MVP, don't look too far for Team Brazil. Luana de Souza. A game changer for Brazil. De Souza only had 4 points after 2 games on day 1. That's not matter. And that just shows, it's a reminder, guys, that in 3x3, the story shall never be the same from one game to the next. And that's the beauty of this sport, where every single person on a squad can impact the game in a very meaningful way. Just got to wait for the right time. Just got to do things the moment your team needs you to come up and play big. And if you're Team Brazil, you can be quite satisfied by the scoring output of Luana de Souza right now, because that changes the dynamic of the game tremendously. Salawi, good idea, but you got to finish what you start, though. High trajectory for Ahmed, but it's not going to connect. Still can look at Brazil being out of the woods yet. Egypt is a scrappy. Once again, showing it with this steal. It's a scrappy, tough, competitive squad. And even though neither team has foul trouble looming, the game can change very fast. Firmino draws the foul. Opportunity for Brazil to take its biggest lead of the game. What happened here? The nice backdoor cut. I told you about those two. Rani Mohammed and Nadine Salawi. Connected like Siamese sisters. Playing fast. Couldn't quite find the angle. She exploded through contact at the end. It's only a 3-point game, though. Great take. Right before the expiration of the 12 seconds, Mohammed needs to get out the paint. She does. It's going to be 0.2 seconds, which means there won't be enough time for Egypt to attempt a shot. Oh, so they're giving a new shot clock. There you go. New shot clock means new opportunity for Egypt. Yep, that's a foul. 16 foul against Brazil. That could be interesting for Egypt if they manage to stay aggressive, driving to the cup. Drawing fouls gives you 2 free throws at this point. That's a travel. That is a travel. You can be bunny hopping out here when you catch the ball on the check. You have to be sound with the fundamentals. Souza taking a good look. Souza, one-on-one mode activated, finding the angle on the glass. She's a machine. Good lob pass. Couldn't control the ball, though. She would have had two options, either try to finish on her own or kick it out to Luana de Souza on her right-hand side, wide open at the 45. 2 minutes. Starts smelling good for Brazil, but it's not smelling that good yet. The home cooking is not quite ready to be served. 14-10, long range. And she gets the friendly roll. That's the shooter's touch right there. Gabriela Soares. Shutting down all the hopes for Team Egypt to punch its ticket in its first try. Good full work. Is that going to be a travel? I believe it is. It looked good until it wasn't good anymore. A 6-point lead is not supposed to be a defining advantage in 3x3 in the sense of how fast the game is played and how big of an impact a 2-point shot can have for a team trying to close up a gap in a fast manner. But I tell you what, though, when you see how the wind has impacted Egypt so far with the outside shooting, you're going to tell me, well, Angelo, it hasn't impacted Brazil that much. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way it's been. Brazil has shot the lights out, and that clearly has given the Brazilian ladies the advantage in this matchup. Egypt has also missed quite a few opportunities close to the cup, but now time is running out, and if Brazil plays smart, eats up the time or feeds inside on size advantage. Great look. The pass from Soares. Finding down low. Yumaitis. Is that going to be a foul? 7th foul? Yes. But with only 1 minute and 9 seconds left, even though foul trouble now gives Egypt 2 free throws, I would say that Brazil is pretty safe. You can eat up the clock, play smart, be patient. And one thing that Brazil should keep doing is playing that two-lady action to try to have the mismatch down low. It's worked out really well. Soares, no love, but Firmino had her back. Unfortunately, she can't quite elevate, but time is running out for Egypt. Salawi, good drive. Is there going to be enough time for a miracle? Fitting inside is a good idea. It's a good foul from Salawi, but guess what? That resets the clock. The shot clock, I mean. Egypt still has 1 foul to give for free before sending the Brazilian ladies to the free throw line. Try to go right back for the mismatch. Eating up the clock. 2 ladies on the ball shall get you in trouble. Brazil will play in the World Cup in Ulaanbaatar. Brazil took care of business. Especially this lady right here, even though she missed that layup. Oh! It's going to be, unfortunately, too little too late for Egypt. And Brazil will play in Ulaanbaatar. First team qualified for the World Cup out here in Baku. Congratulations. Obrigado. I hope I said it right. If I didn't, forgive me. I'm just trying to be nice. Egypt is not out yet. They're going to be matching up with the loser of Chile against Latvia. All right, all right. It's going to be Chile against Latvia, game number 2 for the second ticket to the World Cup. And it's going to be an interesting matchup. Chile lost against Brazil 21-20. It was quite the interesting matchup. Two very balanced teams with size, with outside shooting. Telling you, Chile looks good. And if you think of somebody going on a tear offensively, how about Fernanda Ovalle, that you're going to be able to see very, very soon. Chile won easily against Chinese Taipei 21-12. I'll tell you about Latvia in just a
Player number 6, Vimane. Alkışlarınızı eşliğinde Latvia komandasına dostlar. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Chile. Player number 13, Francisca Salvatierra. Player number 6, Fernanda Ovare.
All right, you see her. She got a pretty smile, but she got a nice game to go with it. Fernanda Ovalle. Guys, let me tell you about Fernanda. First of all, she's leading everybody in scoring. She had 20 points in 2 games. Do you understand that makes it a 10-point per game average? That's right, I was good in math in school. And guess who else is doing really well? See number 7 towering over everyone from Team Chile. It's Xiomara Morrison, 16 points in 2 games. So you have a dynamic duo, very strong duo right there for Chile, who could give Latvia a whole lot of trouble. But one thing that Latvia has going on for itself, they got Kitia Vimane, who's also had 16 points on day 1 of competition. And then it's been a very an all-around team effort. 4 points for Paula Marina, 5 points for Marta Mischenko, and 6 points for Digna Strautmane. The main thing that happened, though, in the group with Egypt, Azerbaijan, and Latvia is that Latvia had its back against the wall after game 1, having lost against Egypt 17-13. They had to win against Azerbaijan, and they had to win big. Well, they did just that. Surprisingly, Azerbaijan came out flat. We were expecting the Olympians to show a different kind of energy playing at home in Baku to try to finish top of the group. But Latvia came out aggressive, shot the ball extremely well, particularly Ketia Vimane, who was a huge headache defensively for Azerbaijan. So now we are ready for game number 2. We already know that Brazil has punched its ticket to the World Cup. Whoever wins this game will get the second ticket of the day. I remind you, we give out 3. That's how generous we are. 4 teams for 3 tickets. Only one shall have its heart completely broken, because when you get that close to participating in such a great event, pretty much after the Olympics, the World Cup is that's where you want to be. That's the biggest scene in all of 3x3. So let's enjoy game number 2. Your host, Angelo Tsagarak, is still here. I hope you're doing well and you're comfortable. Let's see what the ladies got. Starting off very aggressive defensively. How did she find the angle? And that's a great box out right here from Paula Marina. Free throw action. Great defense right here. Look at the aggressiveness. Chile did not even give up a shot attempt on their first defensive possession. Impressive. That's not what she's done the most since the start of this competition. Nice little give and go. And the foul drawn by Marina. One thing where Chile is going to need Morrison is down low, using her length and strength. She will have size advantage against Birmane and Marina. Marina puts the first point up on the board. Good pace, good recovery. Birmane with the block. Holding foul against Salvatierra. Valle tries to find the angle. That's going to be tough. Great defense. Yushchenko, too tall, too strong, and speed kills. Morrison had no shot at staying in front of Imane. No chance. Valle sees daylight. Latvia needs to make sure they don't give up too many open looks to this lady right here. Good footwork with the fade away. That was nice. Paula Maurina coming out to play. Uh-oh, miscommunication gets you in trouble, doesn't it? Fernanda Valle stays patient and puts Chile finally up on the board. And Francisca Salvatierra is having a whole lot of trouble to keep up with the off-ball movement, the backdoor cuts from Birmane. Another foul, fourth team foul already in less than 2 minutes for Chile. That could be trouble. They need to watch out. And once again, great off-ball movement. Birmane so active, always on the move. You see the hold right here. Fernanda Ovalle trying to hug it out. That's the 15th foul in 2 minutes, and that is a great start for Team Latvia. Not only leading by 2, but also in favorable position to earn free throws very early in this game. I told you about that mismatch, didn't I? I told you. Morrison will have size advantage down low. Just got to find her. Mid-range special. Stratmani, that's a good shot. Uh-oh. Mismatch city. Morrison can't get the sweet touch with the left. Morrison knocks it down. Handoff action right into transition. Salvatierra. Oh, that was a bad miss. It's the first time that I see somebody hit the backboard from the backside. What happened, Francisca? What happened? Well, I know what happened. The wind got her. But yeah, still got to position yourself maybe at the 45. You get lucky and the ball goes right through the backboard, hit the middle of the white square, and falls in. Ovalle, nice lob pass. Great strength, the finish, very patient from Morrison. 4 apiece. Now we got a ball game, don't we? And what about Paola Maurina? Just like Luana de Souza right before for Team Brazil. She's coming out ready. Ooh, the block. Right in the blind angle. Jomara Morrison. She wasn't ready. She couldn't see her. Boom, clean, 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 clean. So, first TV timeout. We got a pretty balanced game. Chile has finally slowed down with the fouls.
Dostlar rakipler Hamsi komandaya destek yolunda. Latvia komandasına destek olanlar sesinizi eşitleyek. Chile komandasına destek olanlar sesinizi eşitleyek. Chile komandasına destek olanların sayı azaltıldı oldukça oldu.
Maya to the reaction. She got it off in time, but she did not connect with the rim. That will be a turnover. 12-second shot clock violation. Latvia. Top of the key with the check ball. That's a good defense right there. Morrison using her length, and Strautmane, no love, no touch. Salvatierra attacks to the right, strong. She's gonna have to kick it out. Ovalle, tough shot. Yeah, that right-hand side 45 is not helpful, is it, for the shooters? Yamane, no angle on the glass. Mismatch city. Ooh, that's gonna be called an offensive foul. I'm intrigued. Let's watch that again. Yeah. Okay. I'll call it a 50-50. She can't help it that she's that much taller. She did not even really overextend, but at the end of the day, you have to adjust based on who guards you. That is the truth. Schenko. Good footwork, poor finish. So now we kind of got in a scoring drought. And Ovalle heard me. She says, look, I got you, Angelo, I got you. And I appreciate that. 5 apiece. You know what the funny story is? If the competition would stop right now with Brazil and Egypt having played 3 games, in comparison to the 2 games played by Chile, Ovalle would still be the leading scorer in the competition after only 2 games. I'm telling you. Taking a little bit long to get set up, and good aggressiveness right there. Mischenko. Open look. You don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. Didn't you watch tape? Katia Viamane. She lit Azerbaijan up last night. If you want to give her opportunities to get her rhythm, well, you're asking for a butt whooping. I'm just saying. Two-lady action, Morrison. Strong finishes. Ooh! Do you not know the name by now? Katia Viamane. Trying to propel Latvia to the World Cup. And she's well on her way, let me tell you that. Give her daylight, she will light you up. Strautmane pulls up from the short corner. Mischenko over the backboard. That is uncommon. So Chile now is facing two problems. First of all, they're trailing. Second of all, they can't find their rhythm from outside two-point land. There's a third thing. They have no more fouls to give. Morrison right at the free throw. That is pretty. Sweet touch from the Chilean center. That's going to be the 7th team foul from Ovalle. Mischenko misses. One for two, back to a two-point lead. Wyatt. That's a good move, drawing the foul. If you just scored a free throw, but you get scored right back on, that free throw doesn't have the same value, does it? Now, back to a two-point lead. Chile needs to come up with some stops if they want to. Oh, wow, Salvatierra. She shot this almost blindly. But you cannot afford to foul if you're Xiomara Morrison. Cannot afford to foul. You have to keep in mind the foul trouble. You have to. So 12-10. Even though Chile is struggling defensively right now, they're still in this game. Things can still turn the right way, but Latvia can count on the leadership and a consistent scoring of Imane. It's gonna be a two. She's not gonna knock it down. Mischenko didn't put enough on it. That was the right idea, though. Latvia still has one foul to give for free. That's going to be the 16th foul, just as I mentioned it. No incidents as we've reached the last 3 minutes of this matchup. Who will earn the second ticket for the World Cup? Who shall go to Ulaanbaatar with pride? Great move, but the ball is so capricious at times, so cruel. Ovalle, unfortunate, and Viamane misses as well, so ball back to the center. Morrison, beautiful move, very patient. 12-11. Now both teams in foul trouble. It can go either way unless that is a foul. You cannot close up too tight to the shooter. You have to give landing space and room to operate at least a little bit. There's a warning for behavior. Obviously the frustration is palpable for Chile. Ojeda not satisfied with this call, and Katia Vermane has been surgical. She keeps it up. Valle, that's a shot she's more than capable of knocking down. No love. That was a good shot. Valle, that's a good pass to Morrison down low. Back to a 2-point game. Chile has to watch out with the way they breathe against the opponent right now. 9 team fouls means double bonus pending. That could be the backbreaker from which they could potentially never recover. Great two-lady action at the elbow. The handoff from Michenko. Salvatierra puts too much protein on that attempt. And smart play, Marina going to the cup. She was a little bit too unselfish, but it doesn't matter as Michenko cleans up the miss. Offensive foul. It's starting to smell real good for Latvia. Wyatt trying hard, unsuccessfully. And as time is of the essence, Latvia is slowly but surely doing what is necessary. Michenko will not earn a foul. And Ovalle shoots way too hard. And you cannot afford to foul if you're Ojeda, because that will not help you either way. If you're looking for the steal, do it in a softer way. Double bonus, meaning now that Latvia can cruise to its victory against Chile to punch its ticket to the World Cup. So now we're resetting the clock to 12. Now Latvia, that's not even needing to attempt a shot right now. They could just simply hold on to the rock. They'll play the game. Good patience. And Strautman, how about that? Catching it in the air, finishing with style. .30 seconds left, +7. There is no question about who shall walk away a winner in this matchup. Congratulations to Latvia for a very strong performance. They could even finish the game, even though that's going to be a turnover. Strautmane. Passing it too low. But Chile will not have enough time nor firepower to come up with a miracle. It's a travel. So it shall be Egypt against Chile for the last matchup for the third ticket. That's a travel too. You got to clean things up, ladies. Come on now. The fundamentals. You know better. Valle catches it. Cannot cash out. Yasmani thought about it. Marina misses. And this game is over. Latvia takes care of business. Chile will have another shot at it against Egypt. Coming up next, the men's bracket. You better be ready for the next matchup. Montenegro against Great Britain. The muscles are going to be out. It's going to be insane. So we're going to have a short entertainment break, and next game starts at 6:10 local time. So we'll be right back.
son sen bizi terk edeceksen nöbet iştirakçımız
All right, all right, all right. We just had the team's introduction for the first game, giving away a ticket to the World Cup in Ulaanbaatar in the men's bracket. Shivio Tot and Vladimir Veskovic are two referees. I hope you're doing well. We just had two nice women's games. And we know already that Brazil and Latvia punched their tickets to Ulaanbaatar for June. And Chile and Egypt in the women's bracket still has a chance. Still have a chance. They have one more game. Reminder, 3 tickets given out today in both men's and women's bracket. If you add 3 and 3, that makes 6. And we have 8 teams competing. How generous are we today? How generous are we? You tell me. Angelo Tsagorakis, your host. Still there, still excited. Impatiently waiting. I am not patient at all. I cannot wait for this game to start. I cannot wait for every game to start. You should watch me, guys, whenever I'm waiting for those games. Like, look like somebody that is sad, somebody depressed. And the moment I hear that whistle, everything is better in my life. So, who you got? Because Montenegro is the #1 seed, Great Britain the 3rd seed, and Great Britain had to learn the hard way that details matter against Canada. They allowed it, the one and only Steve Kerr, the sheriff, to get too many open looks. Team Canada looked mighty impressive. I'm going to tell you that, though. But Great Britain took care of business against Azerbaijan, winning 21-12 in yesterday's last game. But Montenegro, impressive, dominating, winning 21-13, and that's a great first play, but you got to finish what you start. Mr. Abdul Miloš Jovanovic to the cup. He's been playing so well on the World Tour this year with Team Hangzhou, and he's trying to lead Montenegro to the World Cup. A win right now shall do the trick for him. Montenegro winning against Iran 21-14 and 21-13 against Rwanda. They took no prisoners. They simply balled out. So let's see now if GB can ball out at the best of times. You can count on Dwayne Laurier-Ogunleye to bring up the heat offensively. One apiece. Half circle violation. That's what you call a delay of game. Hafiz Abdul caught by patrol. CC Todd on the baseline. It's a travel. Gavranic switched up his pivot foot. Two of the best referees in the game taking care of business out here. So the guys got to clean things up. Oh, yes. Ashley Hamilton kind of made his life harder than he needed to, trying to go back to the right hand. He already had erased his opponent, and the left-hand side was wide open. Could have got an N1 right here. So he's going to go to the free throw line. Be a blue foul against Hafiz. Second team foul. First team foul against GB. Ooh, that's a smart play. What's going on? He's been trying to yam on people all day yesterday, and guess what? He's doing it finally. Got the highlights he's been looking for. Vujadinovic. Like somebody talked bad about his mama. Laurier-Ogunleye said, look, man, dunk all you want. I'm coming right back at you. Won't be as high. Won't go up there. But I'm going to get my bucket. And guess what? I even get the foul for the free throw. 3-2. Great Britain takes the lead. Gavranic, that's a quick trigger. Not the best of shots, and Jovanovic tells Gavranic, be patient, buddy. You don't need to rush. And I would agree with that, particularly knowing that Gavranic is not the lockdown shooter of the squad, even though he's capable. Believe that. So, Great Britain with the second team foul.
That's right, we're playing basketball in Baku City, Azerbaijan.
Ivanovic, great pass. How did he get the ball down there to Gavranic? Uh-oh, see you later. Boo, oh, what happened, Ashley? The back door just opened up with Raicevic. One thing for sure, when you play against Montenegro, technical foul. Dwayne Laudia, Ogunleye, don't argue. Don't argue the call, because I've seen what happened. He kicked his legs forward and fell down, trying to draw the two-point shot foul call. But I'm a little bit caught off guard with that miss from Ashley Hamilton. I don't know if Grant Hill was his idol. If you drink Sprite, you know what I mean. Only the old heads are gonna understand that reference. But YouTube is your best friend. Let me tell you that. Grant Hill, Sprite commercials. Anyhow, Jovanovic knocks down the free throw. Montenegro takes a 2-point lead. It's very early. This game can go either way with two very balanced teams. Two teams Europe Cup worthy, two teams that are top of that top 15 in Europe. Fees, this time that's a good foul in the sense of a real foul on the 2-point shot attempt. But that's a bad foul if you're Vujadinovic. Closing out too tight against Abdul. It's not the prettiest of games because it's physical. I already announced it before the game even started. The muscles are going to be out. Those two teams are going to battle crazy. Sometimes you don't have to do it pretty. Winning is just what counts. Ivanovic. The man won't be denied. Ashley Hamilton got himself in trouble. That would have been a crazy hit. And Laudia Ogunleye almost had it to go, but the offensive rebound presence right now, drawing the 6th-team foul against Montenegro, and that's something quite positive going on for GB. Now they just got to stay aggressive, trying to draw another foul, and that's the way you do it. 7th-team foul. Smart play from Dwayne Laudia Ogunleye. Have to be aware of your surroundings. Play with the advantage. But now the free throws. The free throws, fellas. Especially in a low-scoring game. You want to make sure that you capitalize on those. 6-5. Marko Raicevic has been so important for Team Montenegro, drawing fouls, harassing the driving lanes. Please no replays as the game is going on, please. Nice attacking. Hamilton caught off guard on the closeout. Ivanovic, he's so dangerous with the outside shooting. You have to respect him. Got to finish strong at the cup. Jovanovic, no hesitation. He's going to have another crack at it if you allow him. Great play, good patience. That's an open look. Even though he doesn't knock it down, it's a good shot. Good IQ play from Raicevic, who had the shot at the mid-range. Beautiful pass. Laser pass from Latvia Ogunleye. Ivanovic will travel.
Timeout ve geldi ekranların eser sağlık dostlar. Havalar arasında Ferk çok da büyük değil. Montenegro yetti ve Büyük Britanya aldı ve oyunun bitmesine 7 dakikadan az var kaldı. Montenegro komandasının hesabında ünlüğünde yetti ama Büyük Britanya hesabında 5 gol var.
Ball checked up at the top. Nice execution to get a wide open look. Beautiful pass. And I like the way Ashley Hamilton is alternating between driving hard to the cup and showing off his outside shooting touch. And the pass from Latvia Ogunleye, right on point. Very smart play. Playing with a change of pace, waiting for Hamilton to leave his feet off the ground, and Jovanovic keeping Montenegro afloat. So, as Montenegro fouled right here, being in foul trouble, that gives 2 free throws to Ashley, who will make sure that he converts. Two for two just for you, and now Great Britain has a 2-point lead. Montenegro needs to figure it out fast. Long range. Fake handoff. Hamilton will go back now. He's on ISO mode. That's going to be an offensive foul, which will be the last free foul that Great Britain could afford to make. 16th foul. I remind you, the 7th gives 2 free throws to the opponent. If you didn't know, now you know. And if you knew, well, it doesn't hurt to hear it again. They're going to go with their patent little elbow action. Raicevic created a lot of space. That's a tough shot. Oh, my. Right in the grill of Dwayne Latvia Ogunleye. Ogunleye did a really good job to stay with it, though. He left his feet, but he still contested the shot. That's a huge bucket for Marco. Raicevic has not shot the ball so well from long range since the beginning of this competition, but let me tell you, he's been so aggressive. He's done a great job providing a boost for Team Montenegro, scoring 10 points in 2 games. And Dwayne, just big boy move down low, going up and under. GB leading by 1. Long range, contested. Not the best of shots. The ball got deflected out of bounds. Latvia Ogunleye, 3rd leading scorer in the competition after day 1 with 14. Ashley Hamilton not far behind with 13. That's 5th. Raicevic, so smart. That's one of the main skills also in 3x3 that you develop with experience and time. You know that if you shoot the ball and you feel that it's off, you just rush that offensive board. Vranic going once, missing. And he needs to toughen up if he wants to earn a foul or make a bucket. Leye. Technical foul, that's the second time. And that is unfortunate for Montenegro, as Raicevic won't see that bucket count. But I tell you what, though, it's an opportunity to tie things up and still retain possession of the rock for Montenegro. As you can see, it's a bit windy outside. And it does have an impact as Milos Jovanovic misses that free throw. Jovanovic did not earn the whistle, but he did get the ball back. Oh, man. Oh, man. Marko Raicevic. He's playing so good. Such a high IQ play right there. He knew the athleticism of Hamilton was a huge block bound to happen if he tried to go up right away. Nice head fake. Get the big man jumping. Finish with the glass. Leye, the kick out pass for Abdul. No sub. Ivanovic, two-man action. And that's a great finish from Vujadinovic. When you got two people on the ball, say it with me, you're in trouble. You should know the drill by now. Got to communicate better. Fade action from Hamilton. He misses. Great lockout. The seal from Jovanovic. This is the experience from Team Montenegro that is picking at this very moment. Can GB respond? Abdul all the way to the cup. Strong move. Jovanovic pulls back. Jovanovic with the glass. In times of need, just call upon Mr. Backboard. He's everybody's best friend. Just a very giving guy. Just friendly. You can knock on the door and knock the shot down. Huge bucket. Let me say it again. Huge bucket. And that's a reminder for all of you guys finding out about 3x3 or allowing yourselves to test it out a little bit and watch a full game. In 3x3, you have to give your utmost best effort every single play, because you do have some of those shots that can go down, and the two-point shot has such a huge impact on the game. Just like that, a three-point lead for Team Montenegro. Strong take, smart take. Audio Ogunleye knows that Montenegro cannot afford to foul. Raicevic, great pass, great patience on the two-man action. Montenegro. And now Montenegro with a great defense. And the turnover. Montenegro translating great defense into composure, patience, and good decision-making in offense. GB needs a stop. They leave this man at the top. Jovanovic, ISO mode. Trying to get some phone booth work. And they're going to ask for a challenge. They believe they have the possession. The challenge can only happen within the last 2 minutes, and it's 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Ashley Hamilton misses. That's a great move. Alexa! Yes, I will do it every time I commentate a game from Vujadinovic. Just know that. And that's a tough miss right there. No need to rush if you're Montenegro. Gavranic for two, throws up an air ball, and Jovanovic knew he had to shoot it up. He did not clear, and that's going to be a turnover. Hafiz Abdul needs to take care of business. Details will matter so much more in 3x3 than they do in 5-on-5. And trust me, details matter all the time in anything in life. Not even talking just basketball. Clearly not going to say that 5-on-5, 3x3, details don't matter. I'm saying in 3x3, knowing that the game is only 10 minutes, knowing that you don't have a second half, knowing that you don't have too many timeouts, knowing that you don't have the coach on the sideline guiding you through the game. This is an easy bucket. So let's see it again. Can we see it again? Because we don't see it again. Do we see it again? Well, live, I knew it wasn't a clear. And from a 3-point deficit, it's still a 4-point deficit. And the ball back for Montenegro. Raicevic, this man has been stupendous since day one. Role player, playing big minutes, having a big impact. 4-point lead is still something where a recovery can happen. And Jovanovic, a bit frustrated, saying, why do you rush it? Great poke out. That's a huge defensive play right there. Vujadinovic makes up for it. Raicevic kicks it out. If he makes that, that's the game. And he makes that, and that's the game. Montenegro will play in the World Cup. Milos Jovanovic with the huge long-range dagger. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Oh. Huge hit. The man is on a mission. He's playing so good. GB's not out yet. GB still has a chance. Whoever loses in the matchup Rwanda, Canada will match up against Great Britain for the last ticket in the men's bracket. But congratulations, Montenegro. Let's watch some highlights. And you can hear Jovanovic celebrating. That's the first time that Montenegro qualifies to the World Cup. All right, all right, all right. Doing my best Matthew McConaughey imitation, even though I could kind of tone down the voice. All right, all right, all right. So Canada and Rwanda will match up right now. We know who the best team has been so far in this competition. Well, do we? Because Montenegro punched its ticket for the World Cup, but number 2 seed Canada has looked just as good, if not better, than Team Montenegro. Those two teams are clearly worthy of World Cup, but at the end of the day, what you're worthy on paper does not mean you get what you do have written. Meaning Canada, after winning against Great Britain 21-14 and going to town against Azerbaijan, winning 22-7, they're going to be matched up with a very intriguing Rwanda squad. Canada propelled by Steve Sir, who's had a great 18-point outing in the first 2 games of the competition, well helped by Grant Allen Audu, who scored 14. Canada had a very all-around balanced effort. Jerome Desrosiers, 8 points. And Alex Johnson didn't even have to force his talent, only 3 points, knowing that he's a bucket getter. Trust me, I've seen him on the World Tour. The dude is a shooter, a shooter. Yes, I say it that way because I'm a shooter too, so we gotta stick together, guys. Shooters, stand up. Anyhow, I can expect from Alex Johnson much more aggressiveness, even though the man will have a day trying to stop Olivier Turatsinze for Rwanda. 11 points for Turatsinze. The lefty is a certified bucket getter. Canada will start off with the ball, and it would be a big mistake for Team Canada to underestimate the African squad, as Rwanda has shown a great resilience and beat out one of the top 3 teams in Asia, Iran. Desrosiers didn't succeed at first, but stuck with it. Gets the offensive board. The offensive rebound presence right there from Furaha. Tying things to 1 apiece. Long range. The Sheriff. No. Turatsinze. ISO work. Steve Sir draws the foul. It's going to be on the ground. Two-man action at the top. If you open up the middle, that gets you in trouble. Luckily for Rwanda, Audu misses. He won't miss twice in a row, though. 2-1. I told you. There's also a man that we got to give props to, and his name is Hubert Quizera, who's been very aggressive, and he's had a very strong outing, 15 points in 2 games, putting him up at the 2nd spot after day 1. Steve Sir, daylight, too long. There's a foul against Canada. So Quizera done such a great job providing the offensive boost that enabled Rwanda to be competitive throughout this competition. And just when I speak about him, they didn't clear. There you go, they cleared this time. Would be such a huge achievement for Rwanda if they could earn a spot in the World Cup for the first time in their short history in 3x3. Strong take, but you gotta elevate. Steve Sir gives just enough of a bump for the missed layup. Alex Johnson throws it up high. Those two have connected so beautifully through day one. Johnson, even though he only scored 3 points, he's led the team in assists. And Turatsinze, what a touch. Alex Johnson all the way. Like the way the game is going right now. It's going to be the second foul against Canada. Canada has made it to the World Cup a few times. Ooh, did you forget his name? Would you make that mistake again? He's the sheriff, guys. Good contest by Steve Sir. Canada finished 6th in 2018. Canada earned its first medal at last year's edition of the America Cup with the bronze. They did win a medal at the U18 level back in 2013, but we're talking about the big boys, right? Not downplaying anything that the youth does, but I'm just saying. The youth is for the future of the main category, the senior. So, Johnson travels, did the Cupid shuffle with his pivot foot at the start of the play. That's going to be a travel. Alex Johnson bumped the ball handler right here. Kuzera needs to be stronger. It's 3x3, baby. You got to earn your buckets and you got to play tough. Desrosiers, great patience. Alex Johnson could not quite control the rock enough to get the angle he was looking for on the glass, but that's the 15th foul against Rwanda. Knocks it down, 8-5. Zera. Tough attempt. Foul in the back, the push against Jérôme Desrosiers. Turatsinze having to work really hard to create space. Desrosiers tried his best to contest, but he didn't do good enough to stop Chandelier. Tuzimana says, look, let me make up for it then, Angelo. I got you. 2 people on the ball gets you in trouble. The good recovery by Desrosiers. Hold on, keep an eye out on Steve Sir. You leave him open, you pay the price. Don't you know the law? He is the sheriff. You cannot lose sight of the man, ever. When I say ever, I mean ever, ever? Yeah, ever. First real break for Team Canada. Love pass, not high enough. Ball got deflected. There's going to be 3.7 seconds left on the 12. What is Steve Sir going to do? Is he going to shoot it? Oh, laser backdoor pass. Beautiful. Alex Johnson with the great off-ball movement, and Steve Sir with the flamethrower. Canada is the heavy favorite in this matchup. Let's not hide. Let's not try to sugarcoat it. But Rwanda is a team that has skill, athletic ability, and a bright future. Let me tell you, if they stay involved in the sport and they keep on building with the talent they have, particularly Olivier Turatsinze. I love what I've seen from newcomer Hubert Quizera. They got length and strength in the paint. Tuzimana and Furaha clearly have tools to work with. Uh-oh. Be careful, though. That's a foul on purpose. Steve Sir knows that Canada only had 2 fouls. Rwanda is now in foul trouble. Sinze rejected. Oh, good head fake. And Furaha cleaning up the plate, but the back door, Quizera caught watching the ball. That's a tough shot. That's a tough shot. I told you the man got skill, though. Oh, mama. Rwanda is not going to back down. That's going to be ball blue. So one thing that is missing for sure, and you can tell that Rwanda has less experience in this game of 3x3 than Team Canada. Rwanda plays more iso ball. The ball inside. I know who scored. Do you? Tuziyimana got the bucket. Back to a 4-point lead with DeRosier. That's a tough shot. Tough shot attempt. So that's what I'm talking about. What's missing for Team Rwanda is like team chemistry. They don't have too many options. They don't have many sets or things that they can rely on in transition as a squad. So obviously you need a lot of repetition. You need a lot of work for those things to happen. The talent is undeniable. So the main thing for Rwanda now is to find a way to make sure Turatsinze, Quizera collaborate more, getting the ball on the move much more. That's a bad pass from Turatsinze. I remind you guys, whoever loses is not out of the competition. Just like Great Britain before, whoever loses between Canada and Rwanda, they're going to have another game for the third and last ticket to the World Cup. Turatsinze, very tough shot. Steve Sir, little bounce pass to DeRosier, extra pass on the cut. Alex Johnson draws the 7th team foul, which means 2 free throws coming up. I was expecting Alex Johnson to show more life offensively. He surely did in this game. But the main thing is this: when you have a very balanced squad, and we can make the parallel with Team Brazil in the women's bracket, you don't have to feel frustrated because you haven't scored much in the past 2 games. You know who you are, you know you're a baller, and Alex Johnson is a certified baller. He's a great shooter, and the thing that you've seen from him, always on the move, he cuts back door, he's a very dangerous asset. Using the ball screen, and he's found one of the nicest highlights of the event with the alley-oop for Jérôme Desrosiers yesterday. It was a piece of beauty, but he's been so good all around, not making mistakes, not turning the ball over in this game right now. He's been much more efficient scoring the rock. That's what it is in 3x3. You got to think of the team before you think of anything else. Personal stats are not as meaningful as they would be considered in 5-on-5. That's a foul. Can't be too tight to alleviate. 4th or 15th foul? 15th foul for Team Canada. So they still have one free foul to give. You see it right here. The body bump. He's just too tight. So 19-10. Canada just a few moments away from punching its ticket to the World Cup. The defense. And Tuartinze tried to draw a foul, but he completely got himself out of position. The ball got deflected. No foul call. Kuizera, you see a little bit of ball movement, going with the handoffs and moving around. That gets you better shots. And didn't I tell you about Alex Johnson and his ability to punish on the pick and roll? Well, you just saw why. Beautiful love pass, 2012. And Alex Johnson, who else? Who else but him in this game? Canada will be in Ulaanbaatar. Congratulations, fellas. Much deserved. Montenegro and Canada took care of business. The two best teams in the event, no questions about it. Did what they needed to do. Now, Rwanda and Great Britain will meet up for the last ticket. Let's watch some highlights. We'll have a short break. Hola, buenas tardes. Yes, in honor of Chile, I'm speaking some Spanish. Now, Egypt, I wouldn't know how to say anything, so you have to forgive me or simply send me a DM and teach me some. Anyhow, Angelo Sagorakis, the Czar, still in your ear and still here to share with you what's going on. Let me tell you. We have the last 2 games of the World Cup qualifying tournament, and these are the last 2 tickets that will be given out now. If it wasn't the case before, it is the case now. Whoever loses shall return home empty-handed. You heard me right. That means that Egypt or Chile, somebody is going to be heartbroken. Unfortunately, we would love to have everybody at the World Cup, but then tournament would be 15 days long, and I don't know if I have enough voice to commentate those. Anyhow, Chile has played quite well, but not well enough in the first ticket game to move past Latvia. Latvia did a great job, particularly Ketia Vimane, who's leading the tournament in scoring so far with 25. But Chile has a dynamic duo made up of Fernanda Ovalle and Xiomara Morrison, 24 and 23 points, respectively, in this event so far. For Egypt, it's all about Nadine Salawi, 20 points in 3 games. And don't look too far for Renine Mohamed with 15. Who's been also a major contributor for Team Egypt. Now it's do or die. There's no more questions. No more questions to ask. Just got to take care of business. Give your utmost best, your best effort, your best concentration. And if you can make a few shots, that could help your situation. Valle couldn't find the angle on the glass, and that's a double dribble, yet caught by Patrol. We thought we didn't see you a lot, but we did. Valle, daylight, a little bit too long, and Morrison takes her time, travels though. Did the Cupid shuffle with her pivot foot. The refereeing crew caught the mischief. Renine Mohamed, nice little elbow action. Good feed from El Sharawi. Moving screen from Morrison. Chile, after their first matchup with Brazil, looked like a team that you would conceive be worthy of a World Cup bid. But Egypt, historically, is a team that you always know will have the hardest time to get away from. Valle, some way, somehow found the angle, and that's a foul. And it's not the first time that Ojeda has closed out way too hard on the shooter. He could not bump into Nadine Salawi that way and expect not to be called for the foul. So it might be a bit chilly outside. I can see the wind and the sun slowly but surely falling. Not saying the sun is falling out of the sky, I'm just saying it's the sunset is slowly and surely setting. You gotta forgive my French. So, 3-1 Egypt, starting off the game properly. Obaye finding the angle on the glass some way, somehow. Uh-oh, daylight. She's refusing to take the shot. The wind has made her a bit unsure, but she knows what to do with the rock when she drives to the cup. Great little dish for Morrison. I like the pace of the game right now. Both teams going back and forth. And even though they're not too comfortable shooting from far, they play smart. Morrison finishing down low on Reneen Mohammed. Nice sweep. Little spin move. Owaye gives it right back, but you got to lob it up higher. If you lob it, make sure you lob it. Don't half lob it, because you're going to get the ball deflected or stolen. Oh, that was smooth. Salawi. In a tough position initially. She keeps her composure, good footwork. And instead of going with the left hand, which probably would have got her block, she went with the scoop, staying with the right, drawing the foul. Salawi. Off target. Valle taking her sweet time, man. Salawi making a salami sandwich with the ball right now. That's a foul. Good move from Nurhan Ahmed. This is the free throw, but she gets her own miss. Reneen Mohammed, mismatch city. Good contest. She wanted a foul on the forearm, but Salvatierra did a good job. Actually, it was not Salvatierra. Yes, it was. Salvatierra did a good job, and that's going to be a moving screen, Miss Reneen. Reneen, boom. You got to stay set. Morrison needs to do a better job fitting the deadly crossover. Nadine Salawi. Ooh, that was mean. Got to think of people's emotions. Good dump off right there. Morrison did not force, but props to Ovalle for giving an option, giving a solution to Morrison as she turned back to the middle. The elbow right there to the mouth. And it's double pain for her. Are they going to check the elbow action? But to me, it's not a... They're going to check it. They're going to check it. So the foul on Salvatierra stands, but they're going to check if Salawi overused the elbow. So they're going to check if there's an offensive foul. To me, it's a rip through. Yeah, to me, it's a simple rip through over the top. She's not overextended forward. We'll see it right here. Yeah, it's a simple rip through over the top. To me, she's not trying. She's not trying to. There you go. So the refereeing crew sees the exact same thing that I'm seeing, which is that Salawi did a rip through over the top, not overextending forward. So we're good to go. I'm glad that the referees see the same thing I see. I love that. Anyhow, is that going to be a turnover, or the ball got deflected by Salvatierra? Salvatierra deflected it. We got a pretty even matchup so far. It's going to be interesting to see who will find the way to pull away, as it's windy now. And that's a trouble, Nadine. You cannot be jumping. Ovalle. That's a good take. Salawi, no hesitation. The shot skews to the left, though. Salvatierra. Salvatierra with the huge bucket right now. And Mohammed needs to be stronger on the finishing touch. Great feed inside to Morrison. Salvatierra with back-to-back key plays. Salawi almost breaks the backboard. And the ball shall be given back to Chile. TV timeout. Chile with the first break. Little mid-range from Salvatierra. Morrison hustles, earns the possession back. Egypt with the rock. Nice little pitch back. Oh, yes. Yes, Nadine Salawi with the little pitch back action from Raneem Mohammed. Valle finds the way, beautiful. Sometimes you just got to keep things simple. That's going to be a moving screen against El Shaarawy. I'd love to see that little two-lady action executed to perfection. Valle, the soft bounce pass. Right on target, easy lay. That's a nice feed right there from Morrison. This time around, she found the angle, didn't get the ball deflected. She did not put enough on it. Salawi needs a little bit more protein, and that's the second time that Morrison has preferential position. You have to get it up there. You look for the direct pass with the battle for position and the defense denying the angles and overplaying a little bit, you're going to turn that ball over. Lob it up high. There's no help side. Fourth team foul against Egypt. Foul against Ahmed. Yes. Very smart, high IQ play from Ovalle. She gave Morrison a quick look. Morrison with the dime. Here's a break right here, +4. Once again. Oh no, spoiling dessert, and good thing Morrison is out here having her teammates back. But Salvatierra is gonna owe Avaya a smoothie or some. That's the 16th foul, last free foul for Egypt. Penalties looming over the heads of the Egyptian ladies now. And if you're Chile, you go back to what made you successful in the previous 2-3 plays. Get some collaboration. Ojeda. Strong, and Salawi. Not the best decision to foul down low. Because you know what that means. It's the 7th foul. It's 2 free throws. Ojeda. So for 2. Zoe. Yeah, it's not 0, it's Zoe. Awe. Great take. She's a baller, guys. Morrison takes her time, goes with the left, the way she should. Rani Mohammed, the pitch back, nice little pass back, top of the key, off target, but Mohammed draws the 6th team foul against Chile, and that's a good foul because it's only 1 free throw. Both teams now in the penalty. 5-point advantage, but we've seen this type of situation on day 1, and Egypt came back. Rani Mohammed misses. Mismatch city down low with Morrison. This time around, the pass is on target. And another foul. Salawi overmatched physically by a much stronger and taller Xiomara Morrison. She cannot help it. She's trying, but she cannot help it. Now 7-point advantage. Things are starting to look good for Chile. Long range, off target. The great hustle from Salvatierra. Nice lob pass. Morrison. Just could not hold on to the soap. Miscommunication defensively, not paid in full. Mohammed missing. And if it's not broken, why fix it? If it's not broken, why change it? Morrison down low, towering over everyone. That's the 7th team foul against Salvatierra. 2 free throws coming up for Egypt. But if you're Chile, you just keep doing what you're doing. You feed the bigger, stronger, taller Morrison down low. You just do that. Don't do anything else. And if they come crashing, she'll kick it back out to the shooters, to the guards. Find Morrison. Whatever you do, work around and find her. Oh, but if you got that two-lady action executed that way with Ovalle, with yet another dime, those bounce passes are crisp, let me tell you. And Salvatierra makes sure that she rewards the unselfishness. 17-10. Let's go back. There you go. I told you. You come crashing, she'll kick it out. And she gets the offensive board. She can even afford to take her time. Easy money, isn't it? Surely is. She's laughing straight to the bank with this. 18-10. Mohammed scoring. Ovalle not trying to make a play on the ball. Obviously, you don't want to give free throws for no reason. Ovalle needs to shoot it up. And Salvatierra with the great offensive board. Ovalle, some way, somehow, finds the angle. I don't even think she watched the rim on that one. It's a They're trading baskets, but that's not helping Egypt. She needs stops. The ball turned over. So a minute 37 is enough time to win for Egypt. But you gotta come up with huge plays, get stops, get steals. And the way the game is going, I don't know how much they can get stops. Salawi earns 2 free throws, which is good. It stops the clock. And you can close up the gap a little bit, but then Egypt needs to go stop, for stop, for stop, for stop, and score. A minute 31 is a long time, and yet, if you're smart and run the clock with focus, Chile can walk away a winner without even having to score 21. Salawi, unfortunately for Egypt, misses the first, makes the second. 6-point game. Cannot afford to foul. Neither team can. Valle gets the shooter's touch to drop. Oh, that hurts Egypt. That's going to be a foul, isn't it? Surely is. Valle. If you see the replay, you're rushing the closeout. Yes, it is a foul. I don't even know why you're contesting it. Shoot, if I'm the referee, you force me to challenge this, I challenge. I give you a foul and a tech. You got to protect shooters. Obviously, I am teasing. You can afford to do that, but 5-point game, a minute and 8. What a teardrop from Fernanda Ovalle. And Ovalle can finish it here. She surely does. Chile, muy caliente. Bienvenidas a la Copa del Mundo. Egypt, close but no cigar, unfortunately. You could not give out 4 tickets today. If not, Egypt would have got it for sure. But Chile, congratulations. We now know the 3 teams in the women's bracket that made it to Ulaanbaatar. So here you have it. We're going to have a short break. The next game starts at 7:50 local time, so it's just about you waiting a few minutes to see who earns that last ticket of the event and the last ticket in the men's bracket. It's going to be between Great Britain and Rwanda. So don't go too far. Get your snacks because that last game is going to be spicy for sure. All right, all right, all right. This is the last game of the event. This is Great Britain against Rwanda. This is the last ticket that will be given out to the World Cup. That's right. From June 23rd to June 29th in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, you'll have the best competition in the world with the best teams in the world in both the men's and women's landscapes. So, you're comfortable? You ready? No time to snack. I was going to tell you, get your snacks ready, but you won't have time to snack because you're going to be taken up by the action. It's a 10-minute sprint. It's 3x3. If you haven't done so already, I know it's the last game, but I'd love to remind you guys, follow us on all social media platforms at FIBA 3x3. If you love what you've seen so far, use the hashtag 3x3WC. All right, and if you like me, well, I'm Angelo Tsagarakis, the Czar, your host. Hope you had a nice 2 days in my company. You can hit me up on @in_Czar, TSAR_Graham. I will always be there to respond. I always love the interaction with my 3x3 community. Let's focus on the two teams. Great Britain is the favorite in this matchup. Let's not hide. Let's not deny it. And Rwanda has everything to gain, nothing to lose. Whoever wins it goes to Ulaanbaatar late June. Whoever loses goes home empty-handed and heartbroken. It's a nice little action. They started off the game the same way against Montenegro. Abdul getting fed by Ashley Hamilton. 1-zip GB. Two-man action at the 45. Kuzera kicks it back out. Yes, sir. Chandelier Tuzigimana gives Rwanda the advantage. And one thing that you got to keep a look out for is Hubert Kwizera, who's the second leading scorer of the competition with 22. Followed by Dwayne Laurier Ogunleye with the ball right now, who has 21. Could have made it 23, and that's a little push in the back from Abdul. Subtle, strong enough. Strong take, but Max Richardson at the right place at the right time. He's made his Great Britain national team debut in this competition, and obviously it's a learning process for him, but you can tell the upside of the kid. And the foul drawn by Dwayne. Great Britain with an opportunity to tie things up to 2 apiece. Ashley Hamilton, 6th leading scorer with 17. And Olivia Turatsinze with 13. The 3 games. Close to break the top 10 in the competition. And that is close to a turnover. Abdul should have shot it the moment he got the opponent jumping off that head fake. Just relocate, one dribble to the left, and pull up. You ain't got time to do the extra pass. Speed kills, and this man has a whole lot of it. Kwizera, another bucket. Rwanda up 3-1. Ashley Hamilton, bully ball. Great footwork and the composure. Kwizera giving Abdul a whole lot of trouble. Oh, my. How about that? Kwizera called upon his best friend, Mr. Backboard. Two-man action, Richardson. And the ball almost turned over, less than 2 seconds. Great Britain challenged. Great Britain feeling the pushback. Rwanda is not going to go down easy if they are to even go down at all. Told you guys I've been able to observe for quite a few years now Rwanda. In the 3 last editions of the Africa Cup, they won 2 medals, and they only participated in 2 editions out of the 3. Bronze medal in 2022, silver medal last year in Madagascar. So I'm just saying, it's a team to respect. You gotta like what they're doing. I remember Rwanda back in 2023 at the World Cup qualifier in Elat, Israel. That's the N1. Latvia Ogunleye. Bumping his chest. He knows Great Britain needs a great scoring output from him to put away Rwanda. Zera pulls back this time around. He's forcing it. So remember what I told you in the previous game if you were with me throughout the whole tournament and you followed the action today. Rwanda is a team with a lot of upside but a lack of collaboration offensively. They revert a lot to iso ball, which is not a bad strategy, but if you only use iso ball, you burn up a whole lot of energy. It's much easier to prepare defensively, and then you really have to be that much more talented than your opponent to make the difference. And I don't know if it's enough if you're Rwanda. That's all I'm saying. Nice little backdoor cut, but good defense from Hamilton. This is going to be a turnover. The block. And Abdul, who had size advantage against Turatsinze down low. 6-team foul against Rwanda. This is, once again, something very positive for Team GB, because they can afford to be extremely aggressive, and each new foul gives 2 free throws. Bully ball. You're too little for me, sir. Twizeyimana. Nice little kick out pass. That's a good action right there. They need to develop more of these, and that's a silly turnover. Is he going to go for back-to-back? Hamilton makes up for it. And the missed layup. Unexpected. So first TV timeout, and Rwanda leading 7-5. You didn't bet on that, did you? I've been trying to warn you that you have to be careful. I've told you since the very beginning of this event, Rwanda is dangerous. They got some ballers. Please believe that. Turatsinze was stellar at the Africa Cup last year. And Kwizera, who did not participate in the Africa Cup, is just as skilled, if not more. The ball did touch the rim, didn't it? Maybe it did not. So, top of the key, check ball, GB. They love that little set play, but Max Richardson blows the easy layup. Give and go. Wrap it up. And that's a silly foul right there. Furaha. Far from the basket. excessive bumping, and that's an unnecessary push in the back of Hamilton. 2 free throws. Ashley Hamilton taking care of business. 2 for 2, just for you. 1 point lead. Turatsinze tries to bait the referee into calling a foul. It's not going to happen. Great extra pass, though. Ooh, the wraparound lefty. You're going to tell me he's a lefty. Yeah, still got to do it, though. So, 9-7. Don't bite on the fake. Hamilton. Staying with it. Hammering it down. The man is frustrated. He's upset. And that's going to be a charge. Playing out of control a little bit. To the Yamana. How about Ashley Hamilton? Tell us how you really feel. Don't have time to watch that replay, but that was mean. The man is smart. He knows there is a foul that would give him 2 free throws, and Rwanda keeps on making silly mistakes, keeps on breaking down mentally. These are the turnovers that can give Great Britain life. Offensive foul against Max Richardson. There's a warning against Great Britain. Too much talking in the ears of Cecilia Todd. She'll be patient. You can't be over talking her ears off. Ooh! All right now. Quizera and Abdul responding right back, but how about, ooh, that's a foul. But Abdul responding right back to this insanely fast spin move from Hubert Quizera. Yeah, right there, knee to knee. Can Rwanda shock the world? Can they make it to the World Cup? I don't know. 2 new programs. If you keep jumping on Hamilton and Hamilton turns it over, that would be good if he makes that, but no. Tuziyamana a little bit too eager to score. Abdul with the slam. Good recognition of the mismatch. Abdul kept Turatsinze in front of him. Nice change of direction. Quizera. Remember the name, guys. And the turnover from Hamilton. Quizera thought about it. Turatsinze had time to retie his shoelaces. That's unfortunate for Rwanda. And that is a bit lucky for Team GB. If Great Britain wants to earn its ticket to the World Cup, Great Britain is going to have to battle until the very end. I'm telling you guys. Mid-range special, no love. And the turnover once again. Abdul trying to go for the backbreaker. Turatsinze draws the 15th foul. But Furaha needs to do a much better job. He's turned the ball over twice. He's made a silly foul on Hamilton that gave Great Britain 2 free throws. These are the details that could shut down Rwanda's hopes of writing history. If you didn't know, Great Britain has never made it to the World Cup. It's a new program, but guess what? Neither did Rwanda. Rwanda only has activity in 3x3 since 2022. And GB doesn't have much more to talk about, really. It's been a pretty new federation as well. They've done a few things with U17 and U18. But these categories have disappeared since. And last year was the big, Hamilton. Yes, sir. Great skill. The man is a menace. The first full-time professional 3x3 player from Great Britain. Turatsinze finds the glass, but no touch. Mismatch City. And the ball got deflected. Hamilton expecting a foul call that never got there. And then yet another turnover. Rwanda may have many regrets in the end. Let me tell you, if they lose this game, knowing how close this game is, they're going to look back and say, we had him. And if you give this man open looks, you take a lot of risks. Let me tell you that. Abdul, bully ball. Abdul draws the foul, 2 free throws. Knocks down the first free throw. Last year was the outbreak of GB 3x3. They made it to the quarterfinals of the Europe Cup after qualifying brilliantly in Romania. Oh, yes, extra pass. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Rwanda still there. And Rwanda, great defense. That would be a huge. And technical foul on the Latvia Ogunleye. I am not sure of this being worthy of a technical, but I will watch it again. Todd, the thing is this, though. I will say this, because I understand what's going on with the way Latvia Ogunleye is being whistled. He's baited the referees to whistle foul calls on 2-point shot attempts all tournament long. I think he's expecting the contact a bit too much. Either he's worried to land on someone's foot or something, but the problem is that, and he gets the technical foul. Gets the technical foul with the way he checked the ball up. His frustration now costing GB potentially unless Rwanda misses the free throw. Rwanda misses the free throw. But I understand, it's like crying wolf. If you cry wolf at some point, people are not gonna believe you anymore. Ooh, the ball rims out. Lucky break for Great Britain. It's gonna be a battle until very end. Great pass, the flash from Richardson with the foul. There you go. Nice little fake back screen, flash right through the middle. Zoom. And the man is 6'6". That's the 10th team foul. That could be the game changer. Rwanda paying the cost of too many mental breakdowns in this game. Too many turnovers, the silly fouls that brought the foul count up to the double bonus. Now they're going to give the ball to the balls down low. Hamilton taking his time. He knows they don't want to foul him. They can't afford to foul him. Now, Zero breaking down a little bit. Mismatch City. And yes, smart move, smart play. Hamilton knew his opponent left earth. Turatsinze could not help it. So Ashley Hamilton sacrificed his body for the GB nation. 2 free throws plus possession. Great Britain on its way to its first World Cup. Two for two. Man, it's just like an insurance policy. Put him at the free throw line in the clutch. Ashley Hamilton thought about it. Another great pump fake. Mid-range special. Abdul going twice. Abdul headed it off. That was the smart move. 2 points away from Ulaanbaatar. Rwanda came up close, but no cigar. Mismatch City. See you later, Alligator. 2013. Turatsinze has no shot at contesting Hamilton or pushing him out the paint. Now, you want me to give you a secret? Not many people are strong enough to do so anyway. So, Rwanda can have a lot of regrets. Trust me, they're going to watch the tape. Look back at all the silly mistakes at a moment where they had good momentum. They had the opportunity to create momentum, create some type of separation. GB wasn't comfortable. Great Britain is far from playing its best basketball. And Rwanda, over the backs of Kwizera and Turatsinze, simply spoiled their opportunity. They keep competing though. Turatsinze for two. Misses. Now, there's a foul. This will be ended on the free throw line. I do not expect Dwayne Laurier-Ogunleye to miss 2 free throws in a row. For history, Great Britain to the World Cup, not yet. As I said, 0 for 2 was not to be expected. Rwanda, worthy opponent. But in the 3x3 at the highest level, you pay the price for mental breakdowns. So congratulations, Great Britain. We're going to watch some highlights and get after the prize ceremony. So, let's start off the ceremony rewarding the outstanding performance from Katia Yamane. Earned up MVP accolades. She's finished fourth best scorer with one less game than everybody else in this competition. She's played spectacularly. She knocked down shots, made good decisions, collaborated well with the inside presence of Mischenko and Strautmane. And if somebody in the men's bracket deserved consideration for MVP, you know that Milos Jovanovic, who led all scorers through 3 games in this competition with 23. You can smile, buddy. You're on a great tear lately. First with Team Hangzhou on the World Tour, and now with his national team. First World Cup for Montenegro. That's a dynamic duo right there. If we play mixed 3x3, just like in 2012. Team Latvia waiting to be presented with their World Cup ticket. Congratulations, Paula Maurina, Marta Mischenko, Digna Strautmane, and Katia Vimane. Team Brazil, second team that earned its ticket to the World Cup. Stood on business. Did a great job. Congratulations, Gabriela Soares, Gabriela Guimares, Ioane Silva Dantas Firmino, and Luana de Souza, who came up big in the ticket game. Played huge. With 8 points. And Chile, third and last team to qualify to the World Cup. That is also a big achievement. participated in the 2022 World Cup, finishing 14th. Chile has made it to a top 8 in each of the last 4 editions of the AmeriCup. There you go, ladies. Didn't mention their name, but congratulations to Xiomara Morrison, Valentina Ojeda, Fernanda Ovalle, and Francisca Salvatierra. So now we're going to go to the men's bracket, where Montenegro has been quite spectacular. Took care of business. Vanja Gavranic, Milos Jovanovic, Marko Rajcevic, Aleksa Vujadinovic. I told you guys, I'm a man of my word. Anytime, I will read this name, Alexa. I have to go with the Obradovic. I have to. But congratulations, Montenegro, first World Cup, and Team Canada also took care of business in a major way. They can be happy about it. They're going to go to Ulaanbaatar, which is the stomping grounds of Steve Sir, the head coach of the Mongolian national teams. Steve Sir had 22 points in 3 games. Sheriff, and on a tear. Can be happy, fellas. Brent Alanaudu, Jerome Desrosiers, Alex Johnson, and Steve Sir. See you in Mongolia. And last, Great Britain. 2 wins, 2 losses record in this event. Will play at the World Cup. Fiz Abdul, Ashley Hamilton, Dwayne Lautier, Ogunleye, and Max Richardson. Congratulations, first World Cup as well. We're gonna have a big family picture with all of the ticket winners. Even get the fireworks, how about that? You know how to do it out there in Baku. That's a pretty picture right there. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations, boys. That's the way you finish up the job. I give you rendezvous tomorrow in Baku. That's my hip-hop. I mean, I always speak. I'm going to make a rhyme. But if you haven't had enough of 3x3 action, guess what? Tomorrow,